Welcome back to the channel, guys. Here with another brand new video. Today we are going to be installing my new steering wheel on this bad boy. I like the steering wheel, it's comfy, but I don't like the way it looks. I want a newer, nicer look. So I ended up ordering a Forever Sharp steering wheel. I actually ended up ordering a Big Rig series one. It was like an 18-inch. They shipped it out. I took it out of the box and it measured the same as this, but it looked huge. It just looked way too big. So I ended up contacting Forever Sharp and I ended up just shipping it back and swapping it for a 16-inch. So that's what we're going to be putting on here, a 16-inch. And right now I am waiting to get unloaded over here at the York cold storage in York, Nebraska. So let's go ahead and show y'all how to remove your old steering wheel. And this is a 2009 Peterbilt 387, guys. So it's actually pretty easy to do, but if you don't know how to do it, this is your video and I'll show you. So what you want to do first is pop this piece out. So what you do is get right under it and it'll pop right out from the bottom on both sides, just like that. See, popped right out. Easy. Now that we have that off, next what you're gonna do is remove this nut right here. This is what basically holds your steering wheel onto the shaft. But before you do that, make sure your steering is as straight as it can be. Make sure it's as centered as you can get it, and then go ahead and take off your nut and then pull your steering wheel out. That way you don't have to go backwards. Like, for example, if you have your wheels to the right a little bit and your steering wheel is to the right, you take that out, you put the steering wheel on and it's straight. Well, when you go and drive, your steering wheel is going to be crooked now to the left because your wheels are to the right, your steering wheel is straight. So therefore you got to move your steering wheel to the left to straighten out your wheels. And yeah, you're going to have a crooked steering wheel, and then you have to take it apart again and redo this process again, which is not hard, but just to save you time, make sure your steering is centered, just like mine. So before we move the nut, this is your horn right here. What you do is just pull it right out, just like that. And once it's out the way, then you can actually go ahead and take the nut off. This dude is going ham. Unreal, Rolly. Will you grow up? I'm literally making a video. Like, can you just chill out with your whacking off? All right, guys, so this is a 1-inch right here. Got the 1-inch on my impact. Let's go. All right, it's off. There you go. It's off. We're gonna reuse this, so don't lose that. All right, guys, so my steering wheel actually, before this video, I actually had to readjust it because it was a little crooked. And usually you're gonna need a steering wheel puller. You can rent one of those at like your local auto parts, O'Reilly or AutoZone. I recommend O'Reilly because I just like O'Reilly better. I get better discounts and they just treat me better. So if you take off your nut and you can't pull out your steering wheel like me, I can just like yank it side to side and it'll pull right out. I guess right now it's not, but you gotta give it some. I guess let me put my phone down and take it off, but I'm able to take this off with my hands. But if you can't take it off, go get a steering wheel puller and watch a video on YouTube. Figure out how to use that. Usually what you do though is the steering wheel puller comes with 2 screws. You screw those screws in right here, and then it has a center piece that like attaches to here, and then I think you start cranking on the middle piece, making these right here pull, and this I think it like pushes. So yeah, But let me take mine out and get the video rolling. Oh, there he goes. Holy crap. You see, it took my whole body to take it out. All right, guys, so this right here is the steering wheel adapter for the new one from Forever Sharp. You will need this in order to put on a Forever Sharp steering wheel. The part number on this one is T04. Make sure you look that up if you want to get one. T04. It's like 50 bucks. It's nice and chrome. There we go. See, the middle part has those grooves that will slide in to the old part. We'll take this old one out. Actually, you know what? Let me take a picture of before and an after. What am I thinking of? My goodness. I need it for freaking... I need it before and after for the thumbnail. Alright, so I took my picture for my thumbnail. Now let's take this hideous steering wheel out. Oops. Alright, so check out the new steering wheel, guys. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, why is this stuck underneath? So a nice thing about these steering wheels, guys, is that you got this aluminum piece right here, and you have this like hard vinyl leather plastic piece that goes over the steering wheel. So if this outer piece, you know, turns bad, starts to look bad, then you can actually swap out this outer piece. And they've got different colors on their website, which is pretty cool. And I decided to go with the black one. So right now you just line it up. There's holes on the back that you screw on in order to hold it in place. And those puppies are right here. So let's put that on. Screw them onto the back, just like that. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. How was your guys' Thanksgiving? Comment down below. Y'all have a good time with your family? And the fifth one is going in, guys. Now, let's grab something to tighten it with. Really easy. Alright guys, so we put this adapter in already, and they actually sent us a new nut, so you won't need to use your old one, so use the new one. Sits a little bit more flush, a little more flat. The other one is a little bulky and sticks out. Go. Nice and tight. Alright guys, so we got the steering wheel installed finally. What I ended up doing is this piece right here and this one right here, right above the steering wheel, come together, and it has long screws. So the long screws go through this mount right here and the steering wheel into this golden part at the bottom where that nut, where we put that nut earlier. So basically 5 screws attach this mount on top and the steering wheel, and then you just pop this right in like so. You can see it has a little rubber gasket so it can have pressure on each side, on all sides, so that way it doesn't come off. All right guys, it's finally installed. I wish they would have sent me the other adapter that goes here. There's another one that has like a smaller center and it has engraving of Forever Sharp, and then it has 5 screws around it. I like that one better. I'm gonna see if I can get that instead of this one. I don't really like this one right here, so yeah. But right now that I backed up into the dock and stuff, I mean, I don't know. It's gonna take a while to get used to, but this seems a little small. The other 18 one just looked way too big. I don't know. I just didn't really like it, but we're gonna give this one a shot and see how this one feels. But yeah, there it is, guys. Look how nice it looks. Looks pretty dope.
Continue on you.
Hopefully it doesn't fall.